What if the skibidi toilet forces struck down all of the Titans until only one remained? In this post-apocalyptic city, the Alliance's final hope is the last Titan. For the next 100 days, I'll be surviving as the last Titan in Minecraft, using my incredible powers to take down skibidi toilets and grow into bigger and stronger forms. Will I be able to avenge my fallen allies and defeat the Titan Slayer, or will I join the others in death? You'll have to watch till the end to find out. On day 1, I was woken up from my sleeping stasis as a drilled Titan prototype. I was in a post-apocalyptic city as my fellow Alliance allies fought off the skibidi toilet army.
Good, you're awake. There isn't much time. We have to turn the tide of this fight.
I watched as the surviving Titans took out one toilet after the other. But just as things were looking up, a grim atmosphere set in as the Titan Slayer skibidi toilet flew overhead.
He's here. Everyone, brace yourselves. Finally, the last of the Titans are all in one place. This will make my job easier.
The skibidi toilet unleashed his nuclear weapons onto the surviving Titans. Despite their massive strength and armor, the sole protectors of the Alliance dropped like flies to the immense power of the Titan Slayer skibidi. The slaughter continued until only the Titan Drillman remained. No!
You are the last Titan. You're the only one who can save the Alliance now.
Titan Drillman succumbed to his wounds, leaving me as the last living Titan. The Titan Slayer set his sights onto me next.
I will leave no survivors.
He launched his weapons at me and I ran for my life. Unfortunately, I got caught in the blast of his deadly missiles. On day 2, I had managed to cling onto life after the attack. However, my hope was short-lived as toilet minions creeped around all corners to finish me off.
The skibidi army will win. Prepare to die, little Titan.
I looked around and spotted a rusty blade in the rubble. I quickly ran to it, picked it up, and braced myself as the skibidi toilets lunged at me. I was too weak to overcome their numbers. Just as I thought I was done for, a cameraman jumped in and defended me from the remaining toilets. He mowed down several toilets with his minigun, cutting through their numbers like they were nothing. I backed him up with swings from my sword, and together we were able to slay every one of them.
We've been waiting for you to arrive. Come with me.
I fled with the cameraman to the outskirts of the city with my new ally until we both arrived at a cameraman rebel group. What is this place?
This is where us cameramen started hiding out since the skibidis began to win the war. We have a gift for you. Follow me.
The cameraman took me to a platform within their base and I stepped onto it. He powered on the machine and the device zapped into me, causing me to grow bigger in size and sprout drills from my back. I now had 5 more hearts and new powers. I feel better than ever.
Good, because we need your help to win this war. You're our last hope.
Suddenly, cameraman began firing into the distance as skibidi threats started to storm the base.
Intruders incoming! Everyone, prepare for battle!
On day 3, I jumped into battle to defend my cameraman allies from the skibidi toilet attack. Using my new powers, I took down one toilet after the other, showing them the true strength of a Titan. The toilets tried to fight back, but with my new abilities combined with the help of my companions, they didn't stand a chance. The cameraman unloaded bullets into the toilet forces, helping me take more and more of them out. We managed to pull through, winning the battle.
Did you see that? With the Titan on our side, we might actually stand a chance.
I wouldn't speak so soon, you foolish cameras.
To our horror, the towering Titan Slayer arrived at the base.
This little rebellion ends now.
I will let you hurt more of my people. I shot my sonic drill attack in his direction, but I immediately realized that this enemy was 100 times stronger than anything I'd ever faced. The Titan Slayer used his rocket attacks on me and the cameraman in an attempt to destroy all of us.
It's not worth dying here. Retreat!
I used my powers to dig into the ground and escape as the toilet laid waste to the base. On days 4 through 7, the cameraman and I escaped and drilled up into a secret base outside of the city, only to be stopped by a group of Drillman rebels with their guns pointed at us.
Who are you, and why are you here?
Please, we're Alliance members like you. We were attacked by the skibidi toilets.
There is no alliance, not since the Titans have died. You're all coming with me.
The Drillmen then led us to a cage where they then flipped a switch, locking us inside. Please, I'm the last Titan. I'm here to save us all.
The last Titan is a myth, you liar. Besides, he'll save us by serving as bait. Time to lure out the monster that's been terrorizing our home.
The floor under our feet began to tremble violently, and I realized that something was running towards us from the path behind us. A mecha skibidi-zilla came storming out with its jaws snapping, ready to eat both me and the cameraman. On days 8 through 10, I was trapped inside a cage with a skibidi-zilla coming towards me. Before the monster was able to eat us, I activated my drill powers and shattered the cage we were locked inside of. We won't stand still and die! We're gonna fight for our lives! I clashed with the beast, unleashing my drill attacks to try and one-up it. It fought back with its arm cannon attacks, but luckily, my cameraman ally was there to help me. He backed me up with his minigun weapon while I continued to slash into the beast. The skibidi-zilla was a tough foe, as he fired laser projectiles from its mouth and continuous rocket attacks from its arm. After a few more strikes, together we defeated the monster. Suddenly, the drill man's leader stepped before us.
It seems that you are, in fact, special. Perhaps you really are the last Titan.
I am! You have to let me prove myself!
Very well, then I'll give you a trial that only a Titan could succeed at.
He then jumped down, and I followed the drillman leader out of their base, leaving the cameraman behind.
Good luck out there, Titan.
He led me back near the cameraman outpost where we spotted the Titan Slayer talking to another toilet.
Find the last Titan and bring him to me!
Of course, Titan Slayer.
The Titan Slayer left the base, leaving this new threat to patrol the area to find me.
That right there is the Hydra Magnet Skibidi, one of the Titan Slayer's minions. He has valuable information, and we need to capture him.
You want me to capture him? That guy is huge!
You will only believe you're the last Titan if you can successfully capture that Skibidi. Your trial begins now!
On days 11 through 14, I began my trial to prove myself to the drillmen. However, it wasn't gonna be easy. I'm gonna have to be smart about this. I drilled into the ground below and began to weaken the integrity of it by creating a massive chasm. Soon, my trap was complete. I have one shot at this. Let's go! I popped out of the ground behind the magnet Hydra Skibidi. He immediately set his sights onto me. Hey, come and get me, Flush for Brains!
The last Titan. Prepare to fall like all the others.
The monstrous toilet charged at me full speed, unleashing his deadly electromagnetic attacks. I did my best to avoid him as he foolishly attacked on top of my trap. The ground collapsed under him and he fell into the chasm below. The fall had damaged his jetpack, leaving him stranded. My mission was a success.
I can't believe it. You really must be the last Titan.
Which is why he must die.
Suddenly, the Hydra Magnet Skibidi used his powers to call for backup. A swarm of Skibidi toilets then arrived to ambush me. There's too many of them! Before I was overwhelmed, the drillman leader stepped in, blasting back the horde.
There isn't time. We have to get to the drillman's lab. Hurry!
I followed my newest ally as the horde of Skibidi toilets pursued, and the Hydra Magnet Skibidi rose up from my trap.
After them.
On days 15 through 17, the drillman leader and I headed towards a secret passageway as the Skibidi toilets closed in on us.
You won't escape me, Titan.
The Skibidi used a powerful magnet attack, causing the entrance to our secret passage to collapse onto itself. We're blocked out!
Don't worry. There's an exit on the other side. Move!
The two of us jumped down to soon find ourselves in a cavern full of lava. The only way out of this was now across.
The Skibidis must have been here and tampered with this path. Come on, we can make it.
We platformed over the boiling hot magma as the tunnel rumbled from the Hydra Magnet Skibidi's continued destruction above us. Things went from bad to worse as the drillman leader got caught under rubble falling from above. No! The drillman leader was quickly pinned by rubble, blocking my path to him.
Go on without me. I'll find another way out.
No, I can drill a hole through. I tried to quickly drill my way back, but it only caused more rubble to fall down.
It's no use. Just go.
Doing as the drillman leader said, I left him behind and made my way through the exit. On days 18 through 21, I landed on the other side of the cavern to find myself in an isolated lab. Wait, this must be the lab of the former Titan drillman. I searched the room for a way to get stronger and noticed a strange looking machine. Although I wasn't certain it would work, I could hear the magnet Hydra Skibidi searching for me nearby. If I didn't act quickly, I was gonna be finished off for good. I can't die here. I'm the Alliance's last hope. With no other option, I powered on the device and stepped in the middle, causing it to zap into me. My body felt like fire as I was mutated into a hulking form. my drill opened up into a mouth and I was wielding a large, rusty, serrated blade. I was officially a full-fledged Titan with 5 more hearts and new powers. Time to turn the tide for the Alliance. I dug back up to the surface and searched the area for the Magnet Hydra Skibidi. Come and get me, you Skibidi menace! The Hydra Magnet Skibidi then emerged from a nearby building, ready to attack. Unfortunately for him, I was prepared. We both charged towards each other and began to fight on an abandoned freeway. I unleashed my new drill needle powers onto him while he fought back with his electromagnetic abilities. I lunged at him so that I could impale him with my massive drill arm, but even that wasn't enough to bring the Hydra Skibidi down. I had to strike it in its face if I wanted to win this battle. Ultimately, I took to the skies and landed a powerful drill to his skull, defeating him for good. To my surprise, the Drillman leader emerged before me and approached. You made it out!
Of course, I am a Drillman after all. Thanks to you, we have a fighting chance against the Skibidi army again. Long live the Titan!
Before we could celebrate, I could see more Skibidi threats flying overhead. This battle wasn't over yet. I'll lure these guys away. Take cover! On days 22 through 25, I found myself trying to lure the flying toilets away from my ally.
Or the Titan Slayer!
That's right, fellas. Follow the Titan. Once I was sure that my ally was safe, I burrowed into the ground to try and lose my pursuers.
He's trying to escape! Drop the bombs, boys!
Suddenly, they dropped explosives on me, dealing massive amounts of damage. I couldn't escape.
You're done for, Titan. Any last words?
Just then, guns were being fired at the Skibidis above and they were dropping like flies. I flew up and realized that TV men had arrived to back me up. Thanks for the help back there. I let my guard down and they took advantage of that.
Oh my gosh, are you the last Titan?
It would appear so.
I can't believe you're real. Please, come with us. Our leader will want to speak with you.
I agreed and followed the TV men to their secret base. On days 26 through 28, I was led to the TV man base that looked to be an old rusted cargo ship. When I approached, I saw that the TV leader was waiting for me.
I've heard about you in legend, but never did I think there was still a surviving Titan. I have a request for you, if you're up for it.
What is it? He lit up his TV screens and sent me into a vision.
After the fall of the Titans, the Alliance separated into their own rebel groups, and the Skibidi toilets took over the city. Most of us have been forced into hiding, unable to stand up to the might of the Titan Slayer and his minions. But now that you have returned, we once again have hope for our people. You must reunite the group and reform the Alliance so that together we can defeat the Titan Slayer and turn the tides of this war.
I snapped out of the vision and I returned back to reality. I'm up for the task. The cameraman and the drillman are already on our side.
Excellent. Then it's time to begin the next phase of our plan.
We then left the TV base and he took me to the Skibidi toilet base that was heavily guarded.
Inside of that base is a gear we need to complete a machine that will call upon other lost members of the Alliance. We need you to retrieve it.
Leave it to me. On days 29 through 32, I used my drill powers to dig into the ground and stealthily snuck inside of the facility trying to find the gear. Just gotta make sure not to attract any unwanted attention. After a bit of searching, I broke into the room where the gear was stored. There it is! I went to grab it, but suddenly a pair of Skibidi guards entered the room. I hid before they could spot me, and as they left, I quickly dropped down and snagged the item. Score! Time to head back to the TVs. I drilled my way out of the base and flew off to rejoin the TV men. When I returned, I found the TV leader waiting for me and gave him the gear.
Excellent. Let's complete the device.
You don't have to tell me twice. The TV leader then led me to a massive machine behind the TV base. But before he could place the gear onto the machine, sirens began to go off. What could it be now? Over the horizon, an army of Skibidi tanks led by a mecha Skibidi were preparing to storm the base.
Those Skibidis are armed with powerful artillery. We won't stand a chance.
Looks like we'll have to fight. We have no other option. But how did they find us? I realized that there was something strange sitting in my inventory. Turns out I was bugged with a tracking device while invading the base. Oh no, I led them right to us.
Brace yourself!
On days 33 through 35, the Skibidi army charged towards the TV Man base and the TVs did their best to defend it. I helped protect the TV Men with my Titan powers, but they came prepared to win at all costs. Their leader used their firebolt attacks on us, leaving the TVs outmatched.
The Titan Slayer will be pleased to know that I killed the last Titan.
The Mega Skibidi then charged up his ultimate attack and fired it in my direction, but before it hit me, the TV leader blocked the attack, taking the hit instead.
Foolish TV. You just intervened for nothing.
You may have taken my life, but you will not take our hope.
The TV leader fell to the ground, leaving the gear in his wake. No! Before I was able to retrieve the lost artifact, the Mecha Skibidi grabbed it first.
You're next, Titan.
The Skibidi began blasting his projectiles at me, and I soon realized there was no way for me to win this battle. I decided that the only thing I could do was run. Everyone, retreat! The remaining TV men and I fled from the base as fast as we could. Once we had managed to escape the Skibidi tanks, we regrouped in a nearby canyon. I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you all. I need to get stronger and avenge your leader.
I think this could help. The Titan TV left it behind before he was defeated.
The TV man handed me a map and I quickly picked it up. I then looked to the skies to begin flying towards my next destination. On days 36 through 39, I followed the map, which led me to an abandoned Alliance base, where I found a chest that held Titan TV's old belongings. Surely something that can help me get stronger is here. I looked inside, but it was completely empty. Suddenly, alarms around the base began to blare.
Protection protocol activated.
The ground trembled and a massive robot landed onto the field next to the base.
Only a Titan can acquire another Titan's gear. Prove yourself by defeating me, and you shall gain access to it.
Bring it on! I charged at the robot and used my Titan attacks. Soon, we were locked in combat, both of us trading blows back and forth. I was skilled, but the robot's programming meant that it was able to see most of my moves coming. It used its massive shield to force me back on my feet, making it impossible to get a critical hit onto him. Drop your shield and let me hit you!
You'll have to find a way to break through if you wish to win.
The robot continued his onslaught of attacks until I unloaded a series of sonic drill attacks that broke through his defenses. A few more of those and this guy is toast! As I had the upper hand, I continued to blast my drill beams at the robot, causing him to stagger and eventually break his shield. Once his guard was down, I rushed in to deliver the final blow and won the battle. Once he fell, he dropped the Titan TV's equipment. I claimed the item, gaining 5 hearts and new powers. Thanks, Titan TV. I'll use this power to save your people. I flew back towards the base, ready to avenge my fallen allies with my newly gained powers. On days 40 through 43, I returned to the TV base where the Mecha Skibidi from before was waiting.
Looks like the coward has returned after all.
Don't underestimate me. I have the power of the TV Titan on my side.
We'll see how much that really helps you against me.
I clashed with the Mega Skibidi for the second time, but I was determined to be the one that came out on top. I used my Titan attacks on him while he fought back with his missile blasts. This time, I was able to endure the hits and stand my ground against the toilet mech. I then drilled into his body, staggering him and weakening his armor.
Wait, what is this? You're supposed to be weak.
That's what you thought. Taste the ultimate power of the last Titan. I finally struck down the Mega Skibidi, officially reclaiming the TV base in the name of the Alliance. He dropped the gear from before, and I took the opportunity to grab it. I then flew over to the machine and placed it into its correct spot. The device was finally completed. It powered up and sent a signal into the sky. All of a sudden, a speaker chirped to life.
Hello? Do you copy? This is the phone man. We really need help. The Skibidi toilet's there.
The message cut to static, resulting in us losing the signal from the phone men. But at least we now had a lead. Hang in there a bit longer. Your Titan is coming. I flew away from the TV base and searched the phone man and their people. On days 44 through 46, I arrived at the location of the signal to find that the phone man's base was already in complete ruin. The only thing I could find that remained in the rubble was a barely working radio tower. Oh no, this isn't a good sign. Was I too late? Just when I thought I'd run out of time to help them, the radio tower suddenly turned on.
Hey, big guy, look out behind you!
I turned around to see an electric skibidi was ambushing me. Luckily, I was able to dodge them thanks to the phone man's warning. Thanks for the heads up!
Time for you to be terminated.
You wish! Only one of us is making it out of here alive.
Enough talking then. Feel my wrath!
They used their static attacks on me, but I was able to avoid it and drop onto him with a powerful body slam, crushing him instantly. All that talk for nothing. Thanks again for the warning.
Don't thank me yet. Those skibidi toilet monsters captured my people. They threw us into a top-secret prison that's incredibly secure. We really need your help to get us out of here. Execution day is just around the corner.
The radio tower cut to static and lost its signal just as the last one did. I need to hurry. I took to the skies and began my search for the phone man. On days 47 through 50, I began scouring the land for the whereabouts of the secret skibidi prison. As I searched around, I stumbled across a group of skibidi toilets. They were relentlessly terrorizing some Alliance members just below. Oh no you don't! Not on my watch! I swooped down and began to fight off the toilets in order to defend the Alliance members.
The Titan is here! Trap him now!
One of the skibidi toilets flipped a nearby switch and opened a hole filled with lava beneath my feet. Luckily, my jetpack stopped my fall and I was able to fly out of it. Nice try! Once I re-emerged, I used the attacks at my disposal and began to take all the toilets out for good. This gave the remaining Alliance members a chance to run to safety. I searched the area and found the final toilet in no time. Before I could hit him, he turned around and saw that he had no head. Ah!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't be startled. I know this must be pretty exciting, but I'm just your good old pal, Kevin.
I'm sorry, who?
You know, Kevin. I'm kind of a celebrity.
A celebrity? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big deal around here. Here, have my autograph.
Okay. Sure. He handed me a piece of paper that I presumed to be an autograph, but I quickly realized that it was a map that led to the prison. Well, that's convenient. I'll let you live. Thanks, Kevin.
Don't mention it. Thanks for letting me keep my life.
I flew up and away to save my phone allies. On days 51 through 54, I arrived at the location on the map to find the prison my phone allies were trapped in. Don't worry guys, I'll free you all in a matter of no time. I managed to fly in undetected and found a huge cell full of phone men.
You're here!
Of course, I'll drill you guys out in no time. I tried to drill into the cells, but it became clear that the bars were made of bedrock. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't break through them. Just my luck. Any ideas?
The control room to open the locks is down the hall, but be careful. It's completely surrounded by guards.
I see. Then I guess I'll just have to lure them away. I then used some flint and steel to lay down some fires around the prison. Soon enough, the prison's fire alarm went off, causing the guards to run out of the area. I peeked over to see that the guards were now waiting outside the premises, wondering what sent the alarm off in the first place.
Did one of you forget to turn off the microwave again?
Perfect! Now's my chance! I quickly flew towards the control room and darted inside before anyone could catch on to my scheme. On days 55 through 57, I entered the control room where I found the security panel that could open the lock to the cells. I better be careful not to alert any of the guards outside. I tried to use the computer to open the cells, but my access was denied.
Security override required. You have 3 more attempts.
Not very forgiving. I need to find a way to hack into this thing. I started looking around the room to search for any sign of an override when I spotted a USB. I snagged it from its glass and tried using it, but the computer indicated that I was missing 2 more.
You have 2 more attempts before you are locked out for 7,088 days.
Seriously? Well, at least I know now what I'm looking for. The other USBs should be around here somewhere. I continued scouring the room and eventually found the second one behind a bookshelf. However, I just couldn't seem to locate the final one. Wait, there's one place I haven't looked yet. I drilled down into the ground where I finally spotted the third and final USB. I grabbed it and plugged them all into the computer, causing the cells to be successfully unlocked.
Success. Alarms enabled.
Did that just say alarms enabled? In a moment's time, the entire room began blaring sounds and flashing red. I was running out of time.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Uh-oh, I need to save the phone men and get out of here! On days 58 through 61, I ran out of the prison with the escaped phone men. The skibidi prison guards made their way to our location ready to take us all down. Keep going, I'll deal with these guys! The phone men ran off to a safe location while I stayed behind to fight off the guards.
You'll pay for releasing our prisoners, you Titan freak!
Freak? That's it! This place is burning down to the ground! They attacked me with their static attacks, but I used my Titan powers to plow through their overwhelming numbers. They fell one by one from my might, but more just kept coming to stop me. No more Alliance members will be imprisoned by you while I'm around! I spotted a nearby generator that powered the prison and ran over to it.
No! He's going to overload the prison!
Using my drill, I pierced into the generator, causing it to overload. Areas of the prison began overloading and igniting in fire. The prison went up in flames, and I fled back to my phone men allies.
Thank you, oh great Titan. Consider us part of the Alliance once again.
They handed me a retro telephone as a token of their appreciation, which I kept for later. Cool, thank you. Just then, I spotted a stray toilet running away from me. Where does he think he's going? I followed behind the toilet undetected. On days 62 to 64, I followed the toilet and discovered a meeting being held with the Titan Slayer. I quickly took cover and listened from below to hear what they could be discussing.
As you have all witnessed, the last Titan has returned to try and stop our cause.
What are we going to do? He's so strong!
I'm going to eliminate him, like I did with every last Titan that came before him.
What is he talking about?
And I'll do it with this!
He looked to his side and a massive machine was revealed.
This machine has the power to turn back time for a Titan, weakening them by reverting them back to a puny Alliance member form. It's still a prototype, but allow me to demonstrate.
He ordered one of his minions to turn on the machine and it was activated. An aura then formed around me and I felt my body grow heavy. My body shrank back to my base Drillman form. When I shouted in pain, I accidentally gave away my location. I tried to run, but the machine continued to weigh me down. Soon enough, I blacked out. On days 65 to 67, I woke up inside of a skibidi prison cell. I tried to dig my way out, but the cell was reinforced with bedrock. It was completely unbreakable. This is impossible. How am I gonna get out of here? Suddenly, a speaker came on overhead.
Welcome to my lair, Titan, or should I say, puny Drillman. You will be serving the Skibidi Toilet Army today.
No way! I'd rather die than serve you!
Well then, why not both?
Just then, the floor turned to glass, revealing a grinder under my feet.
Now we're going to grind you up and use your scraps to empower my army. So long, last Titan!
The glass began to gradually shatter, and I was quickly running out of options. I desperately tried to activate my jetpack, but I didn't have it anymore. Oh no! My jetpack is gone! Soon enough, I was out of the room to stand on, and I fell into the grinder below. On days 68 to 72, I managed to land on a small bit of bedrock before hitting the grinder, saving myself from the sharp blades below me. This is awful. I need to find a way out of here. I tried to drill into the walls, but they were made of solid bedrock as well. I realized that the only way out of there was through the grinder. No, this can't be the only way out, is it? Just then, I remembered the retro phone in my inventory, which gave me an idea. Alright, here goes nothing. I dropped it into the grinder, causing the machine to get seriously jammed. Now, if my idea goes to plan, we should be out of here in no time. The grinder tried to break the phone, but it ultimately couldn't and ended up exploding from its own pressure. I was right, it really worked. Once the dust settled, the grinder was completely destroyed. All that remained in the aftermath was a scorched exit. I jumped down and ran through the exit just before the skibidi toilets arrived to stop me. On days 73 to 75, I made it out of the grinder and found myself just outside of a skibidi toilet factory. Another factory, huh? Let's see what's going on around here. I entered the factory and found that speakermen were being scrapped for parts. I watched their bodies get constructed into new toilet speaker monstrosities. This is horrible! I have to stop this! I ran in to help save the speakermen by crushing the main power source of the machine. The conveyor belt stopped and the speakerman made a break for it. There's still more trapped. No time to lose! I ran to the cage keeping the other speakermen imprisoned and drilled the cage open, freeing them.
I never thought we'd get out!
Thank you!
No problem. Get to cover. The skibidi toilets could get here any second now. As the speaker men ran to safety, alarms began to blare and a group of toilets showed up to investigate.
What's going on in here?
You like taking innocent people apart? Let's see how you like it. I ran at them, ready to unleash more attacks on the horde of toilets. They turned and ran from me in fear as the sirens kept blaring around us. I took them all out until only one remained.
Release the experiment!
Suddenly, the ground trembled as the mutated speaker spider broke out of its cage. The speaker spider charged me at blinding speed, trying to bulldoze me. I rolled out of the way, but the speaker spider turned and unleashed its soundwave attacks at me. I endured the hit and charged forward to strike at the monster. Before long, I was able to take down the mutated spider. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Soon enough, the boss and head of the factory, the scientist Skibidi, entered the building.
Now who is tearing up my factory? You will pay!
Enraged, the toilet charged me, and I prepared for my next fight. On days 76 through 79, I clashed with the scientist Skibidi in his factory as it went up in flames. I swung my rusty greatsword at him and jumped up high to hit him, but he was a highly trained Skibidi, making it hard to defeat.
You fool! I've melted titans down before. What do you think my armor is made of?
He smashed into me with his claw, causing me to fall onto the machine's conveyor belt. Oh no!
Prepare to get shredded.
I thought I was about to die, but instead of being shredded, I came out on the other side of the conveyor belt reinforced. I had 5 more hearts, new powers, and my body was restored to its final form.
What? How can that be? You were supposed to be cut to ribbons.
I then noticed a speaker man on top of the machine. He had used a handheld device to tamper with it, giving me an advantage.
Get him, Titan! For the Alliance!
I fired up and I went in for round 2. I used my restored powers and defeated the Skibidi scientist with ease. That's what you get for underestimating a drill man. I fled the factory and regrouped with the saved speaker men. I'm glad you guys are okay. I just need to find the last members of the Alliance and we can take down the Titan Slayer.
You're looking for the Clockmen. They've been missing since the fall of the Titans. We have no idea where they are now.
Then I better start my search where it all began. Thank you guys. I flew off to begin my search in the dangerous Skibidi City. On days 80 through 83, I returned to Ground Zero where I had first woken up on day 1. The city was still badly damaged from the Battle of the Titans. Seeing the area in such ruin made me feel upset for my people and what they had to go through. I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough to protect you all. I suddenly noticed a gear on the ground that caught my attention. I walked towards it and picked it up. I was suddenly transported into another realm. There, the Titan Clockman was standing before me.
Welcome, little Titan. You've grown over the course of your journey.
Titan Clockman? How are you here? I thought all the Titans were dead.
I am, but in this realm, we are able to speak again for a short moment.
Please, I need to find your people. The only way to win this war is to reunite the Alliance and lead them myself.
I've sealed them away where no toilet can reach them. But with your Titan abilities, you will be able to pass my tests and make it inside. I shall take you there. I wish you the best of luck, little Titan.
Suddenly, I woke up back in reality in front of a strange portal. Thank you, Titan Clockman. I'll make sure your people are taken care of. On days 84 through 86, I tried walking through the portal. There was some kind of magical seal on it, keeping outsiders from entering. This seal must have been placed on the portal by the Titan Clockman. I gotta break through this barrier. I tried to open it the old-fashioned way, hitting the magical barrier with all the force that I could muster. But like the Titan had warned me in my dreams, it didn't budge at all. Gah, I should have known. There must be another way though, right? Let's see. He said something about my Titan abilities helping me pass this test. I looked around the area and noticed a slot on the lower half of the portal that looked like it was missing a gear. A missing gear? The slot looks almost like the gear I found earlier. I wonder. I used the gear that I had found in the city and heard the sound of shifting machinery echo through the portal. Suddenly, a larger gear appeared before the door. Yes! Yes! I knew it! I fit the larger gear into the mechanism, but the portal still didn't activate. Looks like it needs to turn faster in order to get the barrier to come down. Luckily, I have just the tool for the job. I powered on my drill arm and stuck it in the middle of the gear, causing it to rotate faster than before. Before long, the magical seal shattered, allowing me to access. Yes! Magic's got nothing on good old-fashioned technology. Good lesson, Titan Clockman. I walked through the portal, unsure what to expect to find on the other side. On days 87 through 89, I exited through the other side of the portal. There was a clockman who was standing guard at the portal. Without warning, he pointed his weapon at me.
Stay back!
Hold on, I come in peace. I'm a Titan.
A Titan? But I thought you were all gone.
The clockman cautiously approached in order to get a better look at me. When he did, he lowered his weapon.
I don't believe it. It really is you. Come with me.
The clockman granted me passage and led me to the secret clockman civilization. The other clockmen there looked upon me with awe. As I approached, the clockman leader then revealed himself.
Welcome, O great Titan. The prophecy is true. You've come to save us.
Save you? But everything looks so safe in this dimension. I haven't seen a single skibidi.
Allow me to explain. Our society is going to be attacked in due time, and we need the might of a Titan to survive.
I'm at your service as long as you're willing to rejoin the Alliance. That's my only requirement.
You've got a deal. Please, take this. You will need it to win the next battle.
He handed me a golden clock, causing me to gain new powers and 5 more hearts. Suddenly, the ground began to tremble. The skibidi toilet army arrived just as the clockman leader had said, and I prepared for battle. On days 90 through 92, I was defending the Clockman Society from the skibidi toilet invasion. They were coming at us from all angles, but I wasn't backing down and did everything I could to help the Clockmen. Keep clear, all of you! As long as their attention stays on me, you'll be safe! I used my new slash attacks to fight off the invaders, cutting down their forces significantly. The remaining toilets tried to overwhelm me, but I'd grown much stronger over my journey. Compared to my power, they had nothing. Is that all you got? You're weak!
Bring out the big guns!
As we killed the last minion, from above, a powerful upgraded jetpack skibidi dropped down in front of me. Before I could react, he hit me with a strong rocket attack. I was tougher thanks to my upgrades, but this jetpack skibidi had me caught off guard and I was unable to protect myself effectively. I could feel my heart steadily dropping.
You'll fall just like the other Titans, but unlike them, you're going to die alone.
He's not alone.
To my surprise, the Clockman leader dropped in and struck the powerful skibidi, knocking it away from me and giving me a chance to recover.
Last Titan, you ready to end this?
I was born ready! We looked at each other and nodded before running in towards the powerful skibidi. I used my drill attacks on the enemy, doing heavy damage. Before he could retaliate, the Clockman leader hit him with a time wave attack. Thanks to the clock upgrade and my Clockman ally, we had the upper hand. Together, we struck down the upgraded jetpack skibidi.
Good job, new ally!
You as well. Out of nowhere, a helicopter skibidi flew in to tell me something.
Enjoy victory while you still can. The Titan Slayer's weapon will be completed in a matter of days, and it'll be the end of you.
Oh no! The weapon is nearly done! We have to end this before it's too late!
I'll reunite the Clockmen with the other members of the Alliance. Go, find the Titan Slayer, and end this once and for all!
I will. Thank you for your help. Without a moment to waste, I flew off to go find the Titan Slayer. On days 93 through 95, I flew across the land searching for any clues I could find on the Titan Slayer's main base. It seems like most of the Titan Slayer's forces were coming from somewhere in this area. He must be nearby. As I looked around the place from above, I eventually spotted a massive crater in the ground. Uh-oh. I don't like the looks of this. I looked into the crater and saw that there was a portal at the bottom of it. I'll bet this is where the Titan Slayer's forces came from. I've got to be ready for anything. I decided to jump down and pass through the portal, and once I passed through to the other side, I realized I was on top of the Titan Slayer's base. This is it! The main component for the ultimate weapon is somewhere here. I heard the sound of patrolling skibidi guards chatting nearby.
What do you mean you failed to kill the Clockmen? The Clockmen were being protected! by the last Titan. The last Titan? So he's still alive. The Titan Slayer won't be pleased.
Never mind that. Let's just make sure that the ultimate weapon's final piece is well guarded in case he tries something.
I knew it was here. I explored the base further, staying at a sight of skibidi guards. I eventually found the room that was housing the ultimate weapon's main core component. It was extremely well guarded, and I knew that I couldn't possibly destroy it alone. This is it. It's time to prepare for the final battle. I quickly got out of there before getting caught. On days 96 to 98, I returned to my allies to find all of the Alliance gathered together for the first time since the Titans fell.
Hey, it's the last Titan! Did you find the whereabouts of the Titan Slayer?
Yeah, I found out where he is. I think I have a plan. I explained to my allies what the course of attack would be. I let them know how heavily enforced the base is, and that the best thing we could do would be to all focus our energy on destroying the weapon first.
Wow, do you think we'll be able to pull this off?
We have to at least try. Don't worry, as long as I'm here, there's still hope for the Alliance. Everyone started cheering, full of inspiration and drive. We could really do this.
Leader, we want to give you something before the battle.
You want to give me something? The speakerman then handed me an upgrade, and I gratefully accepted their gift. Suddenly, my hearts increased by 10. What is this?
This was the last thing given to us by the Titans. We thought it would only be right if you had it now.
Thank you so much. I feel stronger than ever. Now, it's time to end this. On day 99, we arrived at the Skibidi base, ready to take the fight to them. This is it, everyone. All of our training we went through has led to this moment. Let's go! My allies and I geared ourselves up and stormed the Skibidi base. We made it inside, and I watched as toilets clashed with some other Alliance members. It was difficult, but the hope I sparked within them earlier was driving them to fight even harder than they ever had before. I used my drill attacks to back them all up until the Titan Slayer's voice echoed through the base's loudspeakers.
You fool! My weapon is nearly complete. You won't win this.
We will. Mark my words.
Guys, don't let them get to the final piece of my machine. Kill them all!
As we made our way towards the machine, the giant guard skibidi stepped forward to defend it. Here comes the muscle! The Titan skibidis charged in to take us all down, but my allies weren't gonna be stopped that easily. Using my Titan sword, I tried to pierce through their armor while my army used their strength in numbers to dwindle the large skibidi's health. But it wasn't enough.
Sir, what do we do? They're too strong for us.
I've got these guys. Destroy that machine's core.
Yes, sir. Let's go, men. Destroy the core.
My allies charged forward and started tearing apart the weapon core. Thanks to their help, it crumbled to pieces. As I killed the guards blocking my path, the weapon's core destruction caused a rift to open where it once stood.
That rift should take you right to where the Titan Slayer is hiding.
Thanks, everyone. I promise I won't let you down. I then walked into the rift, ready to defeat the Titan Slayer. On day 100, I exited the portal and confronted the Titan Slayer for our final battle.
You may have destroyed the core, but it doesn't matter. With or without my weapon, I'll crush you like all of the Titans before.
We'll see about that. I used my new attacks on him, but it was clear that he was stronger than anything or anyone else I had ever faced in the past. He used his deadly attacks for big damage, but I managed to hang on through it. I won't fall here. As the last Titan, I will win this war. I used my attacks to retaliate against him. We both went back and forth for what seemed like forever. It was truly anyone's game. Suddenly, I managed to dodge an attack which left the Titan Slayer wide open. All I needed was one good shot. For the Alliance! I used my one last powerful attack to finish him once and for all. I had finally killed the Titan Slayer. The Alliance had won the war. I did it!